Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, Geis, John McTavish. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing well, man.
Monday Night Football. Whoop, whoop.
So today we are talking about the CAO Expedition TAA Exclusive 2020. Cigar is a Toro 6 1/8 by 50. Comes out of the Hatza factory in Honduras. Wrapper is Connecticut Broadleaf Oscuro. Binder is Connecticut Shade. Filter is Nicaragua, Honduras, and Dominican Republic. It is blended by Rick Rodriguez. Price point is $9.50, and the cigar was released in July of 2020. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
It was very average, and kind of thinking about the fact that the wrapper is Connecticut broadleaf. It's not a very good representation of broadleaf in my opinion. But it was very like the whole smoking time, mineral, cedar, leather, and that's basically variations of that the whole time. The construction was really good, so that's good. Medium strength, medium body. It's just not something that, I think I'm at the point where CAO has been so much of a miss for the last 3 years that I just do not conjure much like excitement when I think about a new CAO the release that comes out. I know that's a dick comment, but that's just speaking from the heart.
All right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts on this cigar?
Listen, this cigar caught my attention just by the appearance. It really reminded me of an old CAO. Really nice aromas, just nice presentation. In terms of first third, it's, cocoa notes, black pepper, some mineral qualities, damp wood, earth, spice. It was just rich, filling. There were some leathery aspects in the second third. Final third kind of showed some of the same qualities, but, it's a solid stick from CAO.
All right, John, what were your overall thoughts?
I mean, that's an interesting take, but it's wrong. The band was kind of cool. We kind of talked a little bit about it in the green room. This might be one of the most interesting packaging I think CAO has put out in a long time, and it kind of, honestly, it reminded me of like a 60s, 70s style kind of airline packaging, which, I don't know how to describe it, just to say that like the elements and the colors and the scheme came together. So that was cool, but I was surprised to not see a TAA band on it because I think for the most part all the TAA releases have a band on it, so that kind of surprised me. But enough of the packaging. It was a pretty linear experience for me. I really found myself wishing I was smoking a Palone or a V19 because like I just really struggled to keep interested throughout the experience. And it wasn't that the flavors were bad. It's just that they're just it's like you were listening to five people play instruments and none of them were working off the same sheet music. So it was just like, okay. And like Jiunn was saying, I mean, I've seen their farms. They have some phenomenal Connecticut broadleaf that they get, and this just didn't seem like it represented Connecticut broadleaf. I mean, yeah, there's some baking spices, and yeah, there's some leather, and yeah, there's some bready notes in there, but like they're all over the place, and I couldn't reach out and grab those elements and put them together that kept me interested. So I was just kind of bored with the experience, and bored is probably the best way to put it. Burn was really, really good. Ash was holding on like a champ up to 2 inches. I did have a pretty significantly resistant draw, though, 3 to 3.5 notches, so not quite McDonald's milkshake level, but certainly getting up there. Aaron, what was your overall experience like?
The cigar started well for me. A nice flavor combination going on, but it kind of dropped down in each third. Some char joined in. It started building up, and then the profile just became really dry as the cigar went along. So it was, kind of a downhill trajectory there. As John mentioned, it just didn't remind me of Connecticut broadleaf. I don't know. This is one of those rare cigars where you get a Connecticut shade binder, and that you don't see that a lot. I don't know if that just the combination just didn't work, or they canceled each other out, or whatever it was. But I didn't get really any of that broadleaf kind of typical profile. But perfect construction on the cigar for me. I really dig the packaging as well, but the packaging is just not enough for me to want to come back to the cigar. So,
Hey, Aaron, what was the price point on these bad boys?
$9.50. So not horrible for a Toro, but You need to have a little bit more delivery in the flavor department, I think. So,
Mhm.
all right, we'll get into the score. Start at the top with Seth at 6 even. Jiunn and I both gave it a 5.75, and John gave it a 5.30. So how'd that 6 even match up for you, Seth?
I'll end up perfectly, man. Solid 6.
When you think about a 6, is this what you think about?
When I think of 6s,
This is
I
it.
think of the CAO TAA. I mean, that's a 6. No,
Yeah.
I liked it. It was good. It kind of reminded me of an old school CAO. I'm not saying that as, it's not like, ooh, wow, but it's kind of where the CAOs used to be. A lot of the new stuff has been below 6s, so woohoo.
All right, Jiunn, 5.75.
Average taste, good construction. Can you just save this recording? Because I'm probably going to say the same shit for most of the cigars reviews.
Jiunn is checked out of the 2020 review process.
That's nice.
Done.
Yeah, I'll kind of go along the same lines as Jiunn. I mean, it's an average flavor profile with perfect construction. Like that's what a 5.75 is, like dead on. So I don't think there's much else to say beyond that. So John, 5.30.
Yeah, I think I would have been closer to you guys, probably around the 5.5 mark if the draw would have been good. But yeah, it's good construction, really good construction with an average flavor profile experience. And again, we say average, it's not bad, but I'm probably not going to go back to it because there's nothing about it that would really get my attention.
Yep.
Other than the packaging, which
yeah,
is super dope. Very cool.
It's fantastic packaging. And it's like it's not like it's nothing extravagant or anything. It's just like a well done design that just like somehow catches your attention. And that's cool when that happens.
You know what would be cool? I'm going to throw this out there, and General doesn't have to give me any checks, although I would appreciate that. They have a habit sometimes of launching these really cool concepts and then falling by the wayside. Since it's the Expedition series, I suggest that they use the packaging and create an Expedition series based on expeditions. So you could have the Portage, you could have the whatever, with the same packaging and a little symbol, like the Portage would be a little boat, like a little canoe. And you do a series based on the same packaging, change the wrapper around, do the next one as Habano or whatever. I think that would be really cool.
That sounds like a good idea.
Wait, what is this portage you're talking about?
You don't know about portaging, bro?
No.
Don't they teach us shit in school?
No, what is this? They didn't teach me this back in Korea.
Well,
we just had U.S. Navy guys that come and gave me candy.
Well, see, when the Whiteys came over to conquer and steal the land from the native peoples of America and Canada, the way they did that is they went up the rivers so that they wouldn't get killed, and then eventually they get to the river or get to a fall, and you couldn't go over it in your little shitty canoe because you'd die. So they would take all the shit out of the canoe and carry the canoe across the land. It was called a portage, and sometimes you'd have to carry it like 50 miles or 75 miles or whatever. I mean, now of course people don't think of portages as conquering and being a horrible human being, but more like literally a 400 or 500 mile canoe trip where you camp along the way, and it's an expedition, and
this is where I probably learned about Sacagawea.
That's correct.
Yeah, they would portage.
They were portage.
They were portage.
What were they called? What do they call those French explorers? What was the term for them?
Oh gosh,
you know
I should know this.
French explorers.
I don't know.
Are they just Frenchies or something? I don't know.
No.
I was reading a book about horses to my daughter the other day, and they were talking about French cowboys, which were called, I think, gardiens. So there's a little
Guardians.
factoid for everybody. So
yeah. All right, CEO. Red Rodriguez, take note.
One of the most famous explorers in Canada, of course, was Champlain.
Lake Champlain.
Yep.
All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on the social media channels, and you can catch all of our recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
And comment what you think the next adventure series in the CAO Expedition should be.